gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, we thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Back again up in this entertaining for you. Come for my engine, get this double. Straight to your bubble in this game.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Receiver, that's Sammy Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Check hot. Switch. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now it's Jackson. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. At their own 6-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with a football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going the long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action with Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, open man, Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Because that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it. Here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return is Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 24, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Ravens 7. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28, Ravens 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in his first half alone. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flushed out right. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watkins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mayfield with it once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Throwing, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mayfield now.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 10. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mayfield looking for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sione Takitaki able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 63-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Here's Mayfield. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this is dropped. It's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, alert!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Patrick Queen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mayfield on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And again, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Takk McKinley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. He's going to try and go deep again.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Finding some room at midfield. Uses the stiff arm. And finally taken down at the 34. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Hey, middle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Browns drive about to get started.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. And they work this out past the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And they take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Second and 11 now.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.
But I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that. Yeah. What's up? Eat 'em up. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Eat 'em up. For the summer. Even if eat 'em up.
Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot.